Hey, Jake here. Today we're going to do an oil change in a 2013 Nissan Altima with a 4-cylinder 2.5 liter engine. Let's get started. This 4-cylinder uses full synthetic 0W20 motor oil. We're going to use the Mobil 1 M1-108 filter. In the description, I'm going to reference all the other filters that this car will take. The tools you'll need are a 3/8 inch drive with a 14mm socket. You'll also need a drain pan to catch the oil. Okay, let's get started. Inside the car under the dashboard there's a hood release. Pull the hood release, pop the hood, and you're going to reach for the prop and put the hood up in a safe position by inserting it in the hole on top. The next step is we're going to jack the car up. You need a floor jack. You're going to slide it underneath the car and you're going to look for a metal ridge on the edge there. You can tell it's designed to lift the car up because it's rigid and steel, and it's got a couple of grooves in it that are close together that are designed to hold the top part of the jack. I actually prefer to use ramps where you can drive the car up on, but we don't have any today, so the jack is the best bet, and we're actually going to use a jack stand to hold the car up. Place the jack stand on that same ridge that you put the jack. Never attempt to crawl under a car just using the jack alone, because a jack can fail, but a jack stand, very unlikely. Okay, at this point we're going to slide ourselves under the car and we're going to look for the oil drain pan. On the back of the oil drain pan you're going to see a oil drain plug. That is a 14mm plug. With a 3/8 inch drive and a 14mm socket, you should easily be able to remove it unless some idiot made it too tight.
Who the fuck did this?
Me? I did it secretly while you weren't looking.
If the nut is too tight, you're going to have to get a breaker bar or something with leverage to remove the nut. Once you have the drain plug loose, take the rest out with your fingertips. Hold on to it carefully, because at this point in time, once it is loose, it can easily fall into the bucket. You don't necessarily have to hold the drain pan bucket up this high, but just so you know, the oil comes out kind of on an angle like that, so just be careful. It'll take about 2 or 3 minutes before all the oil drains out of your engine. Take a look at the color and also the smell of the oil. That's an indication of how bad the oil could possibly be at this point. Once all the oil drains out, take your drain plug, put the drain plug back in, and wipe any excess oil away from the area. Now it's time for you to put your wrench back on and snug the bolt back up. If you have a torque wrench, the torque settings are 22 to 29 foot-pounds of torque. Let's go ahead and change the oil filter now. The oil filter is located on the passenger side of the car, right next to the wheel well. The filter will remove in a counterclockwise direction. When you loosen the filter, you're going to notice, even though you drain the oil out of the car engine, that there will be an awful lot of oil that will run out of this filter. Make sure you have your pan in place underneath to catch the oil. Some of the oil will end up on the frame of your car, and you're simply going to wipe that up after you remove the filter. Get some rags ready at this point in time for sure. I didn't mention it before, but it's a good idea before you start any kind of job like this to put some cardboard down or a piece of plywood. This oil is very dirty. It's going to stain anything that's porous. Your driveway, your garage floor will stain. So put something down first. Let's get out from underneath the car and prepare the oil filter for installation. What you do is you take a little bit of oil on your fingertips and you rub it around the O-ring. Once you've prepared the filter, now it's time to put the filter back into place. The filter tightens up clockwise. You do not use any tools to tighten it up, and you snug it with your hands. Once the filter's tight, now it's time to add the oil back into the engine. You're going to need a funnel. And here's where we take our full synthetic 0W20 oil and we're going to fill up the crankcase. The full capacity of this engine is about 5 quarts. So one of those full-size containers is perfect for the job. After you fill the engine, you check the dipstick, and you're going to make sure your levels are normal. You put the dipstick back in, and this job is pretty much done. One of the things that I wanted to point out that's not shown in this video is always go back under the car one last time to make sure there's no leaks. If you did everything right, you shouldn't have any leaks at all, but just in case. Thanks for watching the video, everybody. Don't forget to subscribe, and please don't forget to click thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. Have a great day, and I'd love to hear some of your comments. Bye.